What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to another Pokemon ranking video. But today we're doing something a little bit different. Instead of continuing the generation line that we have been doing, I'm gonna go ahead and do my favorite ghost Pokemon. So we're gonna start kind of doing maybe my favorite kind of each type and see how that goes. Let me turn on my fan. Make sure everything's all lined up. All right. But yeah, we're gonna start with some favorite ghosts. Now, there's only like 46 ghost types. I think there's not a ton to choose from. So making the list was real simple for me. I actually only pulled 11 out of the initial pool and actually had to come up with another one for an honorable mention. And then the worst one was, there's none that are terrible. There's just none that, there were a couple down that were just like, oh, they're just not great or they're boring or whatever. So let's go ahead and jump into it with the honorable mentions. So first off, we're going to start off with some that I know, or one that I know a lot of people like and appreciate. It is Decidueye. Now, nothing inherently wrong with Decidueye. I just don't see it necessarily as a ghost Pokemon. I see it more as a grass type Pokemon. It's a cool Pokemon in itself. I really like the Archer style. It's fine. It's got no problems, but it was kind of that. This was the one that I kind of just went through and was like, I'll take Decidueye, I guess. It's a cool Pokemon nonetheless, but not a massive fan. So after that is a Pokemon that I really do like and kind of wanted on this list, but he ended up just kind of getting pushed off. And that's Sableye. I really like base Sableye. I know he's kind of covering my face right now. But he's a cool Pokemon. He's got gems for eyes. I like the style and design. He's pretty cool. Again, I'm not super into the ghost types. So seeing Sableye, as much as I'm like, oh, he's cool, I don't go crazy for him. Let me move him out of the way of my face. But all in all, he's a pretty good design, pretty cool Pokemon. I really like Gen 3, so a lot of the Pokemon from that generation kind of speak to me, and Sableye's kind of one of them. But I'm not huge on anyone in this list except for maybe the top like 2, and especially number 1. But if you've watched previous videos, you might know who that is. So anyways, let's go ahead and get underway with the top 10 and the worst. So for the worst, unfortunately, I did put Yamask. Nothing wrong with Yamask. He's just kind of boring. Cofagrigus is pretty cool, but Yamask, he's just kind of there. He's, just kind of a black blob with like an eye and a mask. And I don't quite get it. There were a couple others that I were considering putting here as well, Blacephalon specifically. Because I don't like that one either, but Yamask I kind of just went, I don't care. And so that's why he's the worst, but I don't dislike him. He's just not anything special, I suppose. So go ahead and moving on to number 10. We have the legendary Giratina, or Giratina as some people say. I prefer Giratina. I like Giratina. He's a cool Pokemon. I prefer his altered form. I think this is the altered form. I prefer the 6-legged Giratina over the one that flies, which I think is the origin form. He looks cooler in this one. I don't know. I'm not super big on him, but he does have that nice kind of big dragon look, as that I kind of like. Ultimately, I think it's a good design. I like the color palette. The shiny one looks so bad, it's insane. But regular, normal, 6-legged Giratina, pretty cool Pokemon. So he gets the number 10 slot. Above that, we're gonna have my boy Golurk. I like Golurk quite a bit. He was an honorable mention in the Gen 5 video as well. He actually makes his way onto the list this time at number 9. He's just a big stone robot boy. I don't know, he's cool. He's got good colors and good design. I like him. I like Golett better, so you'll probably see him a little up higher on this list. But Golurk overall has a good design. He looks menacing. He looks like a colossal guardian, which I appreciate. So I like Golurk. Now number 8 is another legendary Pokemon. This one was a cover Pokemon in Lunala, and I really like Lunala. I definitely prefer Solgaleo over Lunala. It's mostly the face and the weird claws that I don't like on Lunala. I don't know. She's got a weird looking face, but the design is fantastic. It really kind of portrays and symbolizes that moon aspect really well. The wings are super cool. The starry design built in against kind of like the midnight coloring. It looks really nice. It's a good design. It's very clean. So yeah, number 8, Lunala. Now this one might Shock a little people. I don't think you're ever going to see this one on like a top favorite ghost list ever. But we're going to do Drifblim. Now, I really like Drifblim. I like the design, mainly for two reasons. Obviously, he's a ghost hot air balloon, but I really like the hair that looks like a cloud. It fits really well with the theme and the design. Drifloon's okay as well, but he's very basic. It's just a balloon as opposed to kind of a full-fledged large Pokemon. And I also like the little fire tuft things coming out of its bottom. It's pretty cool. I really like the design overall and the color scheme. I think it works pretty well. And as you guys have known from all these videos, I really like color schemes specifically. So go ahead and give Drifblim a little bit of love, putting him at number 7. So now number 6 is an OG Ghost Boy, probably going to end up on everyone's list. It is Gengar. Gengar is so sick. Looks like an evil Clefairy, which I really like that idea. I don't know. He's got a menacing ghost look. He looks like a ghost. You look at him and you go, that's a ghost. That's a terrifying ghost. And I don't want to mess with that, where everything else kind of looks like, not so ghostly. They kind of have other looks to them, whether it be a bat or, a statue guardian thing or a dragon. Gengar just looks like a terrifying fucking ghost. And I think that's really cool. The whole Gengar line, I think, is really good. Ghastly's a little bit boring. Haunter looks fantastic. And obviously, Gengar's like top tier ghost Pokemon. So, not as big on Mega Gengar. I know a lot of people like Mega Gengar, but I think he just kind of grows like some bushes in front of him for arms almost. He looks a little strange. So, but yeah, Gengar number 6. After that, we're gonna have kind of a kind of ghostly looking Pokemon, but again, it's kind of one of those things possessed by a ghost Pokemon in Trevenant. Trevenant's dope. He's a big fucking tree with 2 mouths. It gives you that real spooky look, and it kind of like a possessed tree, obviously, is what it's supposed to be. But it gives me a good kind of Halloween-y feel, almost, kind of between him and the Pumpkaboo lines and stuff like that. It's just, there's a lot of good theming behind them. Phantump is great as well. I like Phantump. He's got the cool single eye up top, which a lot of the ghost Pokemon have, like Duskull. I don't know. It's a great design. I like the way that they did the roots as the feet. I think that the whole design comes together really well. And I appreciate that they left some of the grass on him to give him a little color pop as well, because he is kind of just brown. Yeah, Trevenant's really sick, dude. Now we're kind of getting into ones that I really do actually like, and I'm like, oh, when I think of Pokemon I really like, this one sometimes comes to mind. Number 4 is Marshadow. I don't know what to say, man. Marshadow's cool. He looks kind of like he's got a flame on his head, and he's wispy. He's got that ghost look, and I like that he's ghost fighting. That's a really cool typing, I think. Overall, I really like him. I wish he had a little bit of, I don't know why I feel this way, but I wish he had a little bit of like, teal or blue, like dark blue or something like that kind of ingrained into him. He looks pretty gray and a little, like, color wise a little boring, but his design is on point. He looks really cool, and he looks very shadowy, which obviously is kind of the theme to it. But I appreciate that they went with a design that looks shadowy, but that also portrays that, and the wisps coming off him and kind of having the shadows on the eyes and the lower torso. It's shadows on shadows, and it works really well to kind of convey that image of, is he actually there? Is it just a shadow? Is it a figment of your imagination? What's going on? Marshadow is really cool. Great typing as well. Number 4. Now moving up to the top 3, we're getting into some pretty good territory here in ghost Pokemon. Number 3, I know annoys a lot of people for Wonder Guard, but we got Shedinja. Now, dude, I love Shedinja. He's a great, he's a cool bug boy, man. I love my bug boys. I love the halo. I love the design that he's like this husk of the Nincada. It's kind of been reanimated. The eyes they have no emotion, which I really appreciate. He doesn't have like personality in his eyes. They're just dead eyes. He's just a husk. And if you stare into its back, you fucking like die or something, right? It's a cool Pokemon. Again, color scheme is on point. I don't know what it is. I've always really liked this Pokemon, and I think it's partially because of the bug look. And there's something about its overall design where it's kind of got like, these like crinkly old rusty wings, and it looks very solid because it is supposed to be just a husk. I don't know. It's a cool design. I had a Shed Ninja my second playthrough, I think, of Sapphire, and he was, you know, was pretty good. He's not like an amazing Pokemon in game or anything, but overall, just looking at him, I go, man, that's a Pokemon I like. So Shed Ninja coming in at number 3. Now number 2 is a Pokemon that originally, upon seeing, I couldn't stand. It was like, this is stupid. This is just kind of back to doing the same thing of it's a thing and also a Pokemon. You know, Klefki looks like shit, in my personal opinion. The whole fucking vanilla ice cream line I don't like, but over time this one of it's pre-evolutions I'm still not super into, but this one has really grown on me, and it is Aegislash. Dual Blade and Honedge, take them or leave them. I don't love them that much, but Aegislash looks like its own thing that stands on its own feet and has its own personality. I prefer the shield form. I think it looks very stout. I really like the design of the shield. That really ties it in for me. I also like the headpiece kind of thing that it's got going on. It's got a nice eye. It looks very regal. And most of what has drawn me to like this Pokemon is the card game. What is it? Is it Aegislash EX or GX? One of the two. Absolutely has a fantastic card art. It's also a great Pokemon in the card game, great Pokemon in the games as well. I don't know, something about him, I've just kind of started to like him more and more and more, and finally I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna like him. I'm not gonna be mad at myself for liking one of the inanimate Pokemon. I just like him. Now, if you've seen my Gen 5 video, you probably already know what's number 1. But we're gonna go ahead and unveil my favorite ghost Pokemon, and one of my favorite Pokemon that exist, and it is Golett. Now, I love me some Golett. He's a little round boy with cool eyes. I just wish that they were the same shape, but other than that, great. He's got the runes, great color palette. What can I say, man? He's really nice looking. I know a lot of people don't really care too much for Golett and Golurk, but personally, Golett is my favorite ghost type. He's probably one of 3 ghost types, these top 3, that I would like pick up in game and be like, hell yeah, man, let's go ahead and use a Golett. Let's use an Aegislash, you know. I don't know what it is about Golett. I am looking maybe into ordering like a Golett t-shirt even off of Etsy, just to kind of have, because I really do like Golett that much. I just think that he's super cool, and he's really cute, and he's like, I love how round he is. I don't know what it is about round boys, but round boys are OP. Just a nice design. He really conveys that guardian look, and you know, the ghost typing maybe doesn't come through as well as it should, but you know, he is ghost type, so you know, a little bit of a cop out. But yeah, personally, Golett, my favorite ghost Pokemon. But down in the comments, please let me know what your favorite ghost Pokemon is, and tell me why my list is wrong. Remember that everything in this video is just opinion and not fact. These are the ones I like, but you're welcome to like different ones and think that I'm wrong. That's why we all have opinions. If you give me just one moment to just kind of touch on some of the other stuff that's going on, definitely follow my Twitch channel if you're interested in seeing me game. All of this can be found down in the description, and we've got some new merch out in the shop, so if you're interested, you can go ahead and order yourself a dual branded hoodie or shirt with my logo and the Stream Team Buy My Mug logo. There's also my personal merch over on that store, as well as the Team BM Squared merch over there as well. The personal super soft 6 shirts are selling out pretty quick. We've got, I think there's 7 left, so if you're interested in going ahead and grabbing one, you know, just keep in mind that the last 2 weeks we have sold 8, so they're moving pretty quick. So if you do want to get yourself one, go ahead and grab it over there. And yeah, follow me on Twitter for updates on when I go streaming. Gonna try and keep pumping out these videos the best that I can. I have been a little lazy in recording them lately, so we're gonna try and get a bulk of them done today, and they'll come out every couple of days. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. And don't forget to tell me what your favorite ghost type is down in the comments, and I will see you in the next Pokemon ranking video. Have a good day.